was the back marker, and there's about, as they turn out of the back straight, about 10 lengths between first and last then. Estivdad now, his lead is about ahead then from Murib. Still weighted with Arlecchino's Arc in third, and a bit of a move on the outside now by Loving Your Work as they begin to get competitive with 3 furlongs left to run as they approach the home straight. Still travelling well, Altera in the red jacket on the inside for Franny Norton as they straighten up now for the judge, and there are a lot of chances here. Murib has struck the front though. Arlecchino's Arc is going after him and now takes over. Arlecchino's Arc it is then in the hands of Liam Canary, who goes on. Sheila's Empire and Murib on the far side. Lady of York in the white sleeves coming. Apex Predator is under a drive. Madam Kirby and coming now moving into second place. He's got 2.5 lengths to make up on Arlecchino's Arc. On the wide outside is Mistress Nelly with a chance as well. Arlecchino's Arc, can he win a race? Here on the outside is Apex Predator, and he comes to claim. Arlecchino's Arc goes on to win. Back in third, Mistress Nelly, Demophon in fourth, and Sheila's Empire right behind them.
Apex Predator is your winner then. 11-4 for Seamus Durack and Adam Kirby. I've got to feel sorry for poor old Arlecchino's Arc. Looked to do everything right there, and he's just got robbed close home. And he looked like he was going to go and put his head down and go and win a race in the hands of Liam Canary. The first time blinkers on today, and I don't think he's done a lot wrong here. But as we watch it back, Apex Predator, Adam Kirby sort of hard at work here, and it's here where you think that Arlecchino's Arc has gone on and is going to put this race to bed. Well, he's idled a little bit. Initially didn't look like he'd done a lot wrong as Adam Kirby sort of got the eventual winner rolling, and in the shadows of the post sort of changed legs and sort of just goes up and nabs him. Winner for Seamus Durack. That's the way of things then for a penultimate race at Kempton. We're going to go to Dundalk, 5 o'clock, a sprint handicap. Chock full of horses we know lots about here. 21 wins at the track they've won this bunch. The first of 8 races at Dundalk coming up very shortly. I'll try and tie that result up at Kempton in due course as well. That's live pictures from Dundalk then. Stall's been pulled across. Say 11 horses in this field, and 8 of them have been successful to the track, and between them have won 21 times. Let's have a quick look at the betting. Stanhope's your favourite here, 5-2. Geological is 6-1. With Smart Stinger 8s into 6s as we head across to Dundalk and say a very good evening to Kevin O'Ryan and Gary O'Brien.
Yes, indeed. Good evening, Noel. Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to Dundalk for this inaugural Friday night visit for Racing TV. Kevin O'Ryan, as you say, Noel, is alongside me. And Kevin, looking forward to bringing everyone the 8-race card here this evening on the Poly track. Quite a few familiar names on show here this evening, and I'd imagine as the weeks and months go on, the viewers are probably going to be getting more and more familiar with horses like Geological, who tops the list here in this opener.
Yes, very much so, and plenty of course and distance winners running, you know, that past and present here that have been mainstays of Dundalk for quite a few years now, especially obviously the older horses, but lots to look forward to. Great to be back flat racing, and great to be bringing the first edition of the Friday Night Club to Racing TV viewers from Dundalk.
That programme will be kicking off shortly after this opening contest, which is the 5 furlong Bet Victor handicap. Of course, quite a few jockeys, often sunnier climbs at this time of the year, and that does afford some of the other lads, Kevin, some decent opportunities here at Dundalk. No different to across the water in Britain. The guys that stay around during the winter can often pick up some decent rewards with the other guys away, can't they?
Without a doubt, and you build new contacts as well. And I see from my own perspective, I've quite a few of the lads away for the winter and that, and I see the likes of Gary Halpin and lads like that, they're riding for trainers that they normally wouldn't ride for, and they've ridden a couple of winners for those guys. So it's great for the lads to build new contacts and obviously try and do the best and ride winners for them and get their foot in the door for when the grass season starts in March time.
Any strong views in this opening contest? Damien English with the top 2 in the market here. Damien, huge supporter of Dundalk, doesn't train too far away from the track here, and you can expect to see his name featuring quite a lot over the coming weeks and months. Geological, as I say, huge old favourite here, 9-time winner and a 7-year-old now, but has to concede weight to all bar one of his rivals, and that other horse is, of course, his stablemate Stanhope, who won on his debut for his new connections here, and then was a good second to Alfredo Arcano last time.
Yes, he did, and he's a decent draw in stall 4 as well. Formerly with Simon Crisford, good run, his last run, and stepping up to 6.
Let's join our commentator Jerry Hannon.
In the opening, Bet Victor handicap over 5. Well away on the inside, Smart Stinger with Stanhope also showing good early speed in front of Geological and may remain on the outside.
Thanks, Sheila. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sheila. Along by Tyrod Brandy. Plowboy next with Confident Kid in View Bay. And they're being followed by Ken Sands and Amanaat as they reach the halfway. I found that very on they come up this way, the Smart Stinger, the leader from Geological on the right, and the Dennis Stanhope under pressure may remain out in the centre of the track. There's Tyrod Brandy and View the Bay and Plowboy, Ken Sands, Amanaat and Confident Kid, racing towards the final furlong, and it's Smart Stinger with challengers on each side, Geological and Stanhope, then Amanaat is running on as they race inside the final.
Andy, put it through.
Now and Amanaat is bursting through between horses to time to perfection, gets up to the Smart Stinger, Stanhope. And running between horses near the bag.
So our opening race of the evening here at Dundalk, first race of 2019 here on the Polytrack, goes to Dennis Hogan's Amanaat in the colours of James McAuley, and Donagh O Connor claiming the 5, doing the steering. As Jerry said in commentary, got a nice split late there and pounced upon Smart Stinger, who for a while looked as though she might be on the way to bridging a gap since her previous win. But Amanaat from stall 11, Kevin, an outside stall here at Dundalk. You don't see too many winning from out there over the minimum trip because they go into a bend pretty quickly there, and it's usually a coffin box. But full marks to this horse from a stable in good form too. Yeah,
stable in very good form, and you know, Donagh O Connor's a good kid to ride. It's just a pity how heavy he is. He's based with Johnny Levins. He's ridden a couple of winners for Dennis Hogan over the past month, and he rides with loads of confidence. He's a bit of experience and a bit of age in his side as well, and he dropped this horse in. As you said, drawing 11 is very, very hard to win from the minimum trip over 5 furlongs, but I thought Andy Slattery's given the runner-up a good ride. He's bounced out, utilised a good draw, got a breather in at a vital time. I thought he'd enough done, actually, to be fair, when he's just used that kick. She was rated 64, so she's run a career best race, taking on a lot higher rated opposition, and but this horse, Donagh O Connor, has timed it to perfection and has turned it around with the likes of Geological and Stanhope in his most recent start here.
Quite a few of our viewers tonight, I'm sure, won't be too familiar with the winning jockey. You can see from these shots, Kevin, he's quite a tall lad. How does he manage with his weight?
He's very, very good at his weight. He's very dedicated. He's very disciplined. I'd be very careful of what I put him up on. His minimum now, say tonight, would be 9.5, because obviously it's just after Christmas. They have to let themselves down a little bit, and obviously they have to let their bodies recover as well. You can't be wasting all the year round. But he claims 5, and he claims 5 off 9.1, 9.2. Rides out for Ger Lyons one day a week as well. He's a cracking lad, very clever guy, and a very, very good judge as well. A lot of trainers say that to me, that Donagh speaks a lot of sense, and what he says, he's never too far out.
Okay, we'll have a look at a replay and just show you how exactly this victory was achieved from the outside stall for Amanaat. Dennis Hogan, I mentioned there, the trainer's been doing well under both codes of late. He's one of the upwardly mobile trainers here in Ireland. And Donagh O Connor himself, of course, he had a very good association with Settle for Bay, unfortunately, until he got a suspension, which meant he missed the ride on that horse when he won the Royal Hunt Cup at Royal Ascot last year. But pleased to get off to a good start here in 2018.
He just had no luck last season, and obviously that was
2019.
2019, but it was just typified Donagh's season last year. You see here now from outside 11, Smart Stinger is good and quick out of the gates, but you see Donagh, he's using his head, and you know, you have to admire a jockey for that, especially an apprentice. He's sat, rode him cold and dropped in and get a lead, because he said, if I go shooting up on the outside, I'm going to lose too much ground and I've no chance then. So there's only one way to win, and that's to take a chance and drop in. You see him going into the first bend, he's one off the rails. Ken Sam's on his inner.
That's it. I mean, if you're hung out 3 or 4 wide here over 5 furlongs, you're giving length away, aren't you?
Completely, and of course obviously then you've got that slip rail as well, so taking all that into account, he's only one behind him at this stage, and that's all Toggerville. but he's just looking for a gap. He's filling the horse with confidence. He gets a split between Ben Cohen and View the Bay, winner here the last time over 7. I thought that's run well, first run in a handicap, and Plough By as well, another mainstay, but gets a lovely split then between Stanhope and Smart Stinger. You see the Geological down the inner, but this horse has won actually quite snug. Heels Drive, yeah. It was a competitive handicap, and View the Bay would be one that I would take out. First run in a handicap, might have just happened just that little bit quick. 1 over 7. Thought it had plenty of speed, has run some good race in defeat and maidens over the minimum trip, but did win her maiden over 7 most recent start, and I thought that's run a very encouraging race. Will learn plenty from that, and that's definitely up to winning one of these handicaps.
Another good run from Stanhope there for Damien English, proving a really good acquisition. 3 runs so far, a win, a second and a third on Stanhope's stance card, and I'm sure can be placed to win again here at Dundalk. And good old Geological there on the inside. He was in the thick of things for much of the journey, just wilted a little bit late on. But Amanaat is our winner in the orange jacket. Let's get the full result with Niall.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. Amanaat, your winner then, 8-1 for Dennis Hogan and Donagh O Connor in the colours of James McCauley. Smart Stinger second, also 8-1, and Stanhope was back in third, the 5-2 favourite. That's the way of things at Dundalk for the 5 o'clock. Plenty of action coming up this evening, and I'm delighted to say the Friday Club's about to get underway. Let's get over now and join Rishi Prasad and say a very good evening to him and his guests.